In the back rooms of New York City, where the lights never truly go out, money doesn't sleep, it multiplies. Poker tables on, whiskey burns, laughter masks tension. But in these rooms, luck was an illusion. Every hand, every glance, every breath, already calculated. What looked like a chance was a system built by men who understood greed better than mathematics. According to a federal indictment filed in the Eastern District of New York, a network of gamblers, technologists, and alleged mob associates engineered one of the most audacious poker scams in American history. They called it the rigged poker scheme. This is the puzzle of deception, technology, and organized crime. This is how the Mafia went high-tech. In the 2010s, underground poker in New York wasn't new, but it had evolved. Private lofts, high-rise condos, airtight guest lists. These weren't smoky back alleys. They were velvet-lined vaults of exclusivity, with a buy-in started at $10,000, and egos were priceless. Athletes, actors, hedge fund traders, the occasional celebrity coach. They came chasing the same mirage, the honest game. Two games ruled the circuit: the Washington Place game and the Lexington Avenue game. According to the indictment, these games operated with the express permission and approval of members and associates of certain organized crime families of La Cosa Nostra. Protection, connections, and a silent tax, a cut of every pot. It was business, New York style, and for years the cards kept turning, until someone decided that winning wasn't enough. They wanted certainty. 31 names would later appear on the federal docket, from tech specialists to seasoned bookmakers, and men described as on record with the Mafia. The structure mirrored that of the families themselves. At the top, organizers and financiers. Beneath, enforcers and collectors. And at the tables, the cheating teams. The indictment alleged that, beginning in at least 2019, the defendants and their co-conspirators engaged in a complex fraud scheme to rig illegal poker games throughout the United States. Their targets? High-stakes players who believed skill could outplay chance. Their weapon? Technology and psychology. Contact lenses that saw what I shouldn't. Decks marked with invisible barcodes. X-ray tables capable of reading cards as they passed. Information flowed wirelessly from dealer to conspirator. The perfect cheat hidden in plain sight. One official later summarized, they use advanced wireless technologies to read the cards dealt in each poker hand and relay that information, then bet accordingly to ensure the unsuspecting victims lost money. Every pot was engineered, every winner pre-chosen. Picture the setup: a quiet Manhattan apartment, dim light, luxury furniture, a polished table with subtle wiring beneath. Players arrive, one by one, each thinking they're part of an elite private game, unseen to them. Inside, the deck's pattern hides a barcode, read by the table's concealed sensors. The data transmits to a device disguised as a smartphone, or sometimes, as the FBI later described, to a contact lens receiver. To the players, it's skill and instinct. To the conspirators, it's statistics, perfect, invisible control. Quote, victims believed they were participating in straight, illegal poker games. In reality, the defendants use advanced wireless technologies to read the cards and then bet accordingly to ensure the unsuspecting victims lost money. They called it edge play, but the edge was a knife. The winnings ran into millions. Lavish trips, cash couriers, crypto wallets. Greed disguised as glamour. For every dollar won, another player fell deeper into debt. And in this world, debts carried consequences. Some victims were seasoned gamblers who should have known better. Others, athletes and public figures, were there for the thrill. Names surfaced. NBA coach Chauncey Billups, former player Damon Jones, Terry Rozier. They were never accused of wrongdoing, only cited as participants in games that, unbeknownst to them, were already stacked against them. According to investigators, these victims believed they were gambling on equal footing. But the truth was mathematical annihilation. Imagine losing night after night, convinced fortune had turned, unaware that your cards were broadcast through the room before you ever touched them. That's not bad luck. That's betrayal engineered. With millions at stake, disputes were inevitable, and when words failed, fists followed. The indictment records that members of the conspiracy committed violent acts, including assault, extortion, and robbery, in furtherance of the schemes. Between 2022 and 2023, investigators say 2 men assaulted a victim over unpaid gambling debts. Later, there was a gunpoint robbery to steal a rigged shuffle machine. Old Mafia traditions never die. They just update their hardware. Enforcers acted as both collectors and protectors, ensuring silence within the ring. If you owed, you paid. If you talked, you disappeared from the tables, if not from the city itself. It began with whispers, a player complaining of patterns too precise, a surveillance camera that caught an odd glint in a dealer's eyes, the reflection of a lens. Then came wiretaps, hidden cameras, digital forensics tracing wireless signals across boroughs. Agents from the FBI, IRS Criminal Division, and NYPD's Organized Crime Task Force started connecting dots, from luxury apartments to mafia-linked fronts in Queens and Staten Island. Over time, the rigged poker scheme unfolded like the very decks that it corrupted, one card at a time. Through the rigged poker scheme, prosecutors wrote, the defendants defrauded victims of millions of dollars. Surveillance transcripts reveal coded language, talk of tables and packages, money flowing through crypto and couriers, protection payments labeled as rent. Every whisper built toward the takedown. October 2025. Pre-dawn raids across New York, Florida, and California. 31 defendants taken into custody. Agents seized decks, shufflers, encrypted devices, and the tables themselves now evidence in federal court. One by one, names appeared in the press release. Members and associates of 5 organized crime families, the Gambino, Genovese, Lucchese, Bonanno, and Colombo, alongside tech specialists and financiers. The Justice Department called it a blend of old world corruption and modern technology. As of today, the case remains pending. Every defendant, innocent until proven guilty. But the story, the pattern, is undeniable. In poker, they say the cards don't lie, but people do. Behind every hand is a hierarchy of greed, of power, of those who think the rules don't apply to them. The rigged poker scheme is more than a scandal. It's a mirror. It shows how technology can twist even the oldest games of chance, how illusion becomes industry, and how the line between entertainment and exploitation disappears under neon light. When the deck is marked, trust is dead. And in New York's underground, trust was always just another ante. Every crime leaves a pattern, every puzzle a truth, And in this one, the truth was hiding in plain sight. And that was barcode decks, contact lenses, and x-ray tables. The rigged poker scheme. All persons are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Before you go, hit subscribe, drop your comment below, and turn on the notification bell. Be here when we drop the next case, because the next case is darker, deeper, and closer than you think.